Hello and welcome to my figure journal, where journaling, drawing, and my figure collection can come together into one place, where I can be a bit honest, reflective, and indulgent in expressing my love for each of these things. I hope to create another way to enjoy and appreciate my collection, finding time to be intentional with journaling in a new way, hopefully improve as an artist, and overall increase my creativity outlets. I hope you find fun in any or all of these things that I talked about. My plan is to make an entry for each figure in my collection too, so this will be a continuous series. For the first figure I wanted to feature in my journal, I picked this Bounty Hunter Yoko from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. To get into some details, she's a 1/8 scale figure created by the company Alter. She came out a while back, and I still remember seeing her release online and seeing the pictures and being pretty awestruck by her at the time. I still think she's super cool to this day. Plus, she's from an anime series that I really love, and it's so special to me, so she felt like a great choice for the first figure journal spread. I still think it's awesome that this particular design for her ended up being turned into a figure too. So I just want to show her off for a little bit and take some photos that will end up in the journal. Another piece of the figure journal is drawing my own stickers to use with it too. So the sticker sheets that I make are meant to be inspired by the figure itself. I think this Yoko is a fun one because she has a lot of cool details that felt like they could turn into really nice accent stickers to use on some pages. Some standouts to call out are just like her jacket, her gun, the leather pieces with all the little stitching and stuff. The trim of her pants are really cool. Also the little bow at the back of her bikini, which is super cute. I'm obsessed with it. So really, I just started out doodling some rough ideas of different shapes and elements of her that inspired me. Nothing that groundbreaking, right? I had her set up next to me while I was drawing and doodling, so I could always pick her up and keep referencing her and just keep admiring her while drawing. I also wanted to draw a little chibi of her in my style. I hope my art continues to change and improve while I work on this journal, so that'll be another fun thing to look back on as I go. Or I'll look back and be like, oof. But that's the way it is, right? Now it's time to turn the drawings and pictures that I took into stickers. So because I've been making other sticker sheets before working on this project, I'm actually set up with a printer and cutting machine at home so I can make them with the supplies that I have. Now that everything's gathered together, I can finally start creating the first spread in my figure journal. This journal's actually been something I've been thinking about doing for a while, so I'm proud of myself for finally just getting over that first hurdle of actually starting. I'm not sure if any of you relate to this feeling, but I know I had been a bit in my head too much. Thinking about things like, how do I do this right? Or what should I be doing? Planning out things like, oh, what does a perfect layout look like? Or maybe, I should spend my time doing something else. I don't know. But I finally decided to just do it because it's what I really want to do. It's something I've been wanting to do. So I'm glad to be here now, doing it, and, finding a way to share it with other people too. I always enjoy watching videos of people putting together journals or watching people talk about things that they love, so I thought, why don't I try to do my version of that too? So I'm so glad to be here now. I'm letting myself also be okay with the idea that this first page could look completely different from the 20th page, and that's great. So getting into some background, figure collecting as a hobby is really important to me. It's been a way for me to show my love for a specific series or character in a way that I think is very unique and special. Figures are honestly just so beautiful to me. I think they are one of the most amazing pieces of art, and there's so much craftsmanship that goes into it, from the sculpt to the painting to even the packaging of the box. And it fills me with so much joy to just be able to look at my collection and have memories of all of these worlds that these characters have been a part of. Additionally, I've also really started to enjoy figures that are made of original characters or concepts. I think those also showcase creativity in a really fun way. So for example, I have some figures that you'll hopefully see later that are based off of things like national treasures or different fairy tales. And I think those are just super cool too. Everyone has their reasons for collecting, and those are just some of mine. Okay, so back to talking about the spread itself. I just wanted to be able to have a mix of being able to show some photos, use some stickers, and write some things down. So I really wanted to use photos I took myself of the Yoko in my collection, so it really felt like, you know, this is my Bounty Hunter Yoko. And like I mentioned before, she just has so many great details that I just wanted to call out in her sculpt. For example, the bow that I talked about earlier, you wouldn't really even know it was there if you didn't take the time to look at her from every angle. And it's not exactly easy to always showcase a figure so you see these details all the time. So now I have a perfect place to remember details like that are there. And you know, I'm happy with how this first entry turned out. But I'm even happier to have completed the first page. Having a place to write down special notes and the little details that I love about her, a way to use the stickers that I made, and having pictures of the figure that sits on my shelf. So now when I flip to this page, I'm just immediately filled with joy. Thanks for joining me on putting together my first figure journal entry. I'm planning to make a spread for each figure in my collection, so I hope you look forward to seeing more. I'm excited to see how this journal changes and evolves over time too. Anyway, I'd love to hear any of your thoughts about this, or if you just want to talk about figures, journaling, anything like that. I'm really eager to make some friends that share the same interests as me, so feel free to comment or reach out. Alright, well I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.